Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the In My View podcast, everyone. And of course, I'm asking persons, to follow the content wherever you get your podcast, whether it be Spotify, Apple, anywhere you get your podcast. You can follow the content, or you could just go on YouTube if you like that kind of thing. If you're a YouTube person, you can find the content on YouTube at In My View podcast. And today, we're going to talk about no other than Mr. Marcus Rashford. So most Manchester United fans would have read the news or got the news last week that 5 players, Sancho, Rashford, Garnacho, Malasia, that's 5, maybe another one, they were told that they should not report for training. They should, basically find a club to go to. Some reports said that the club told these players to find a club to go to. Some reports say that these players told the club directly that they want a transfer request and they want to leave technically. So a lot of things has been going around, and I just want to talk about one specific player in this podcast, and that player is Marcus Rashford. Now reports are saying that Rashford actually went into training today and basically was training alone. Now, that's a weird decision from Marcus Rashford. You want to leave the club. It's out there that you want to go to Barcelona, even though it seems like he's fifth or fourth option for Barcelona after their failed Nico Williams bid. They are trying to get to Luis Diaz from Liverpool. So Marcus Rashford is down the pecking order in terms of their priorities of which winger they want. So you're looking at a player who is no longer needed at Manchester United. But of course, he's contracted to the club. But what I really want to talk about is the relationship between Marcus Rashford and the coach, Ruben Amorim. Seems like it's a very rocky relationship. Rocky in terms of the treatment of Marcus Rashford from Amorim. I'm not sure what is there or what took place in private. But what we can talk about is what happened in public. After saying that he'd rather play a 60-year-old goalkeeper than Marcus Rashford, after basically exiling Marcus Rashford from Manchester United and giving Marcus Rashford number 2, his first signing of the summer in Cunha, you must think that Rashford should take the time off to not be around Manchester United right now, telling his agent, find a club for me to go to. But according to reports, he's training, and if you're Amorim and you told a few players, listen, don't want you here at the club, take the time. All the other players coming back. You guys, you don't come back at this time. All the other players can come back. They're basically saying, listen, you won't be a part of the first team plans. Find a club to go to. And you see that player pop up at training. It has to be a very uncomfortable position to put the coach in, because if the player is training by himself and we can't get a deal for him to leave, you're thinking that with the struggles in front of goal, the media attention that comes with Marcus Rashford, there are going to be persons on Marcus Rashford's side saying, listen, get him back into the team. How can you have a player that you're paying $250,000 per week, a player who has shown that he can score goals, is not in the team, and he's training by himself? Get him back into the team. And if Ruben Amorim does that, he will be looking weak. And other players can be thinking, oh yeah, well, we can test this coach as well. So it's definitely a case where Ruben Amorim has to put down his foot and tell Marcus Rashford, we don't want you near the facility when the first team players are training. So if they are training at 7:30 a.m. and they finish training at 12, Marcus Rashford should not be at the facility during that time. If I was Ruben Amorim, that was what the guideline I will be putting towards Marcus Rashford. But again, we don't know what is in these players' contracts. Maybe a part of the players' contract is that they have access to the training ground. So they can come to the training ground, use the facility when they see fit. So it's just something boiling under the surface that will be taking over Manchester United. As long as Marcus Rashford is there, this will be news right through preseason. Every reporter was going to be asking questions in every press conference on preseason tour, every single media interview that Ruben Amorim does, he's going to be fielding questions about Marcus Rashford like he did last season. So it's a case of him not moving forward in terms of what is to be done with Marcus Rashford. I say, is either we're going to terminate the player's contract or we let the player go. And we won't terminate his contract. That contract will not be terminated. Manchester United want to recoup some money from the sale of Marcus Rashford, which will be pure profit. And of course, Marcus Rashford is not giving up 250 million thousand per week worth of salary. So it's a tricky situation for Marcus Rashford and also for Ruben Amorim that they find themselves in. Solution, I hope we find a solution soon, because this is a circus play. A circus going on at Manchester United right now. But the rest of the players now, let's talk about them. Sancho, Garnacho, and Malasia. So it's actually 4 players. Sancho, according to reports, on his way to Juventus. No buyers for Malasia. I don't think no one would want to buy him. And yet to hear anyone wanting Alejandro Garnacho. Now, this young man, I rate Garnacho a lot. I think he's one of the players along with Ahmad who gets the Manchester United players along with Ahmad who, when they have the ball, they can make something happen. So he's a bit rough in the final third. A lot can be worked on with him, but he make things happen in terms of his ability to get past players and try something. You see the goals that Garnacho scored. Brilliant goals. Oh, the 5th player is Anthony. Yes, missing Anthony. 5th player is Anthony. Back on Garnacho now. So he's able to get past players and probably score some goals and create some assists. He has a lot of work to do on his game, but that's a player who is pure profit again. He wants to stay in the Premier League, and I'm yet to read or see any source saying there's a bid for Alejandro Garnacho. What is going to happen for these players until the end of the transfer window? That's the drama at Manchester United. So that has been the In My View podcast, everyone. Please, again, like the content. Wherever you get your podcasts, like the content there. Follow the content as well. And of course, you can subscribe to our YouTube and turn on the notification if YouTube is where your thing is at. So, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time we have a new content out. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the In My View podcast, everyone. And of course, I'm asking persons, to follow the content wherever you get your podcast, whether it be Spotify, Apple, anywhere you get your podcast. You can follow the content, or you could just go on YouTube if you like that kind of thing. If you're a YouTube person, you can find the content on YouTube at In My View podcast. And today we're going to talk about no other than Mr. Marcus Rashford. So most Manchester United fans would